Hello, I'm Chuck Jacobson.
And I'm Skip Stanton with Aqua Plumbing and Air, and this is the Aqua Cares Home Safety Show.
As business owners, Skip and I are committed to improving the lives of our customers while also supporting our community and giving back.
We created the Aqua Cares program to align with the mission of Aqua Plumbing and Air to provide safety and comfort while being a light in our community.
This show focuses on home safety tips for homeowners so you and your family can have a safe and healthy home.
And also an opportunity to meet some of the great nonprofits that are making an impact in our community.
When you support Aqua Plumbing and Air, you are also helping our community.
So sit back and enjoy the show.
Hi, I'm Melissa Rand with Aqua Plumbing and Air, and I'm really excited to be here today with Chris Mitchell. So Chris, we all know that electricity is the cornerstone to modern living. But it can be pretty dangerous if it's not taken care of and treated properly, right?
Correct. In fact, Aqua has 10 safety tips for homeowners. In case of an electrical emergency, always cut the power by turning breakers off, turning switches off, and testing receptacles with a household appliance like a vacuum cleaner or something of that nature. Everyone should have a fire extinguisher on hand that's rated for fires. Never pour water on an electrical fire at any time. You should be using more than one outlet and not 5, 10 things plugged into one outlet or a surge protector. You want to spread things out and not overload one receptacle or circuit. It's good practice to check your outlets by feeling them to the touch to make sure they're not warm. A warm outlet is a good sign that there's a loose connection or something's going wrong, and it should be evaluated by an electrician. If your house is older and not built with tamper-proof receptacles, you should be putting plastic covers and protecting them if there's any possibility of children could touch the receptacles or be in your house at any time. Investigate flickering lights because there could potentially be a loose wire. Fault circuit interrupters is a good idea because arcs cause thousands of fires a year.
Perfect.
Long term. If it needs to be used for a long period of time, have an outlet installed closer to where it's needed. Make sure all your wet locations are protected by a GFCI outlet. If not, have them installed. Electricity, leave it to the professionals. Improper wiring can cause serious harm to your home or your family.
Of course, having a maintenance plan in place would be perfect.
Absolutely. When we come into your home for an electrical maintenance plan, we're going to check everything from your electrical service, your grounding system, smoke detectors, make sure all outlets, switches are working properly, and that your home is safe, up to code, and reliable for years to come.
Let's recap. Always cut your power. Have a fire extinguisher on hand. Use more than one outlet. Feel your outlets. Child-proof your outlets. Investigate flickering lights. Install arc fault circuit interrupters. Don't use extension cords long term. Install ground fault circuit interrupters. Call an electrician when there's any question. And also, always have a maintenance plan in place.
Thank you so much, Chris, for that information. Again, for the viewers at home, I hope you take all of these tips that Aqua gives to you and use them so that you can keep your home and your family healthy and safe.
Macy's. What can we make for you today?
Thank you. Everything looks so delicious.
Well, you know, you can bundle the sides with a sandwich or a tray.
Did you say bundle?
Yes, you can bundle the sides.
Well, since you mentioned it, did you know you can also bundle our maintenance plan with Aqua Plumbing and Air? The Aqua One Advantage plan is the most comprehensive preventative maintenance plan you can purchase. It includes plumbing, air, and electrical for one low, affordable price.
Of all the improvements you can make to your home, it could be the most important one is not seen or heard, only felt. Discover premium comfort with the ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System. It's an essential part of any healthy home with smart technologies and a whole home air purifier that give you confidence you're breathing healthier air. And there's just no improving on that.
Good morning, I'm Melissa Rand with Aqua Plumbing and Air, and I am here today with James Zornan. James, we all know living in Florida, we need an air conditioner.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, having a quality air conditioner installed in your home is essential here in Florida. I don't know how anybody here would do without it, but not just the equipment itself. Having it installed professionally and to proper county codes is also very important. Here are some essential HVAC tips that you should know. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Having a clean air filter in your home is always important. You want to make sure that you have proper IAQ in your house. It keeps your family healthy. It keeps your coil and your air handler clean, or your furnace, which will improve the longevity of your equipment. Installing and maintaining your smoke detectors and CO2 detectors in the home is important. A compromised boiler or heat exchanger in your home's furnace could potentially have dangerous gases leak into your airstream and then into your home. Important to designate a family-friendly areas in your home. Try to keep your children and pets out of your mechanical rooms, areas in your garage that They could potentially get harmed by a boiler or a furnace. There could be loose electrical connections that could potentially harm them, and hot components on your furnaces. Prepare yourself for things like bad weather, storms, things that can associate with damages to your HVAC equipment or other appliances in your home. It's often good to practice shutting off power to your appliances and different electrical circuits in your home, and have them checked by a professional before turning them back on to make sure everything is safe. Some potential dangers to keep an eye out for when talking about bad weather or storms could cause things like loose wire connections that can potentially cause harm to your appliances, your home, or your family.
So you mentioned maintenance. Can you tell us a little bit about what a standard maintenance call would be?
Can't stress enough how important it is to have annual maintenance done on your HVAC system. Keeping the health of your system is super important. Keeping your home healthy, filters cleaned, condensate lines cleaned out, making sure your system is running properly and efficiently for you and your home.
Thank you so much, James. And once again, viewers, I hope you take these wonderful Aqua tips and use them to keep your home and your family healthy and safe.
Saving lives today.
Thank you. I love saving lives. And since you asked,
Yeah.
I also love saving homeowners money with our Aqua One maintenance program. The Aqua One Advantage Plan is the most comprehensive preventative maintenance plan you can purchase. It includes plumbing, air, and electrical for one low, affordable price. Good chat.
Why should your home comfort be one-dimensional? Let your Infinity System by Carrier redefine your home with the ultimate combination of comfort and control. The Infinity System Control is the command center. It enables your equipment to be intelligent and powerful with the touch of a finger. You can control your entire system with ease. You can also monitor temperature room by room with zoning capabilities. From the start, your energy consumption is precisely monitored, so you'll instantly see how much you're saving down to the dollar. Your Infinity System Control learns and adapts around the clock. Just like an orchestra conductor, it instructs every part of your system to harmonize until every comfort dimension is ideal. Reduce or replenish the moisture in the air without lifting a finger. Remove impurities and increase airflow so your loved ones can breathe easier. Make your environment warmer or cooler to achieve the exact level of comfort you desire. Your Infinity System Control also offers multi-mode functions that will do the work for you. The Touch and Go feature allows you to switch between preference settings with the touch. Advanced Smart Setback intelligently adapts your energy consumption based on home occupancy to save you money on utility bills. It turns the system down while you're away and adjusts to ideal comfort levels by the time you return home. We don't just offer the ultimate combination of comfort and control. We elevate the way you receive service. The Infinity System Control can also double as a tool of communication between you and your Carrier dealer. This communication enables you to receive timely service support, remote diagnostics, and system updates. Your dealer takes care of it for you without inconvenient home service visits. You can access your system on the go. Through the downloadable My Infinity app, you can manage and monitor your home system wherever there's an internet connection. Contact your Carrier dealer to experience customized comfort, harness the latest technology, and enjoy maximized energy savings like never before. With Infinity System Innovation, the ultimate is obtainable.
taboo.
Welcome back. I'm Melissa Rand with Aqua Plumbing and Air, and I am so excited to be here with Mary Beth Phillips from Meals on Wheels Plus of Manatee. So tell us everything.
Well, Melissa, I am so happy to be with you today. So today I'd like to talk about one of our Plus programs, the Food Bank of Manatee. The Food Bank of Manatee has been operated by Meals on Wheels Plus since 1985, and currently we have 95 different agencies and pantries right here in Manatee County that rely on the food bank for their food distributions. The Food Bank of Manatee services 61 different food pantries who have huge food distributions at their churches or their community centers. So the food bank is a critical program, especially as we saw what happened with COVID. So during COVID, we saw not just such an incredible need of people who were unemployed who needed to use the food bank and our partners, but we also saw tremendous support from the community, just like Aqua Plumbing and Air. But we had people that just drove up day after day, popped the trunk, loaded with food, and really wanted to help their neighbors in need right here in Manatee County. So the other thing that happened during COVID is we historically have done weekend food for children in the summer when the schools are out. Agencies just can't reach the kids because they're not in school. So the food bank would go out every Friday and give out weekend food for children. When COVID hit, the school district said, we need food for families. We have families that are asking for food. So hence we started Food for Families. And we distribute breakfast, lunch, and dinner for a family of 5 for 2 or more days.
Wow.
And we're doing about 600 families right now, and we've been doing that since COVID, since March 20th of 2020. And so we're well over 1 million, I think the last count was like 1,000,003 pounds, meals rather, through that program.
Wow.
And we're still serving 600 families. So 600 families, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 2 days on the weekend comes out to 18,000 meals, if you do the math. So
wow. I'm not very good at math, but I can get how impactful that is for sure.
It is very impactful, and it's so critical. And, with everything that we're seeing right now, with the unemployment incentives going away, we have not seen a drop in the need. In fact, we've seen more pantries come back who have to shop at the food bank. And again, we are an independent food bank, and so we rely 100% on the community support, and that is how we're able to buy that food, because all those meals that we're packing, we have to buy it all. It's all shelf-stable meals, and so we have to buy the meals, we have to pack the meals, and then we have to distribute the meals. Okay. So we've been doing that every week since March 20th of 2020.
So you said pantries come to shop.
Yes.
Describe what that looks like.
It's a great question, because a lot of times people confuse a pantry and the food bank. So we are the only food bank in Manatee County. The pantries are more run by volunteers and in a church or a community center. So what they do is they'll come to the food bank and shop for the number of people that they think that will come to their food distribution. They bring it back and they get it ready. And then you'll see all the cars, especially with COVID. It's mostly been a drive-through. People will drive up. And we did see that all across the national media last year, several times. All the cars lined up for miles and miles for people that needed food. And many of the people have never had to go to a pantry before. I just got a message yesterday. I've never had to ask for food. Yesterday. Here we are in November. Yesterday.
Right.
So that is what happens at the pantries. And, again, they rely on the Food Bank of Manatee to get what they need for the people who we serve. Another program at the Food Bank of Manatee is what we call the Emergency Food Basket Program. So this is when an agency, the sheriff's office is a great example. They'll go into a home and they'll see that there's 5 children, maybe a dog, and they quickly realize there is no food in that house. And so they will contact us at the food bank and they'll tell us the number of people, the number of children, the ages of the children, and we'll put together a box of food, which includes dairy products, produce, meat, for that family for at least a week to 10 days. And then we provide them with the list of all the other pantries that are in Manatee County so that if they continue to need food, that they would go to one of those food distributions at a pantry. In addition, we have a great program we call the Baby Basket Program. And, if people can't afford food, they can't afford formula.
Baby food.
They can't afford diapers. And so the baby program is for babies up to age 2 every single week. So there are agencies that service the moms who can't afford these things, and they will send us a fax, and they'll say, it's a baby boy, what size diapers, what kind of formula, and so we provide that every week to those agencies directly up into age 2. We're very proud of that program too. Mm-hmm. And so another program that we provide through the Food Bank of Manatee is our produce distribution. So once a month, we go out to 3 different locations in Manatee County, and they're kind of rural, so they're kind of what we call food deserts, which means they're not near a grocery store.
Publix or Dixie.
Exactly. And so we do a distribution of produce. And so it's a bag of produce. There's usually 5 or 6 pieces of produce. So you can imagine if they can't get out to get food, that they can't get out to get something fresh and healthy. And really that's what it's about. We really want to get healthy food to people. It's so much cheaper to eat processed food and, so going to, the gas station, you can get cheap food and it's something you put in your belly, but it's really not something that's nutritious. So We're very proud of that program, and that has happened for the last year and a half through a grant from the United Way, Suncoast United Way, so we're proud of that. And I did forget to mention pet food. So,
we love our pets.
We love our pets, and we have to take care of the pets. And, again, people can't afford food for themselves or fresh produce. That they can't afford, pet food. So that is another program that we offer through our basket program.
Wow.
Yeah.
I had no idea you had so much going on.
There is so much going on, yes, at the food bank. And, food insecurity in Manatee County is it has not recovered since before COVID. And, I used to say, well, before COVID, people still needed and relied on the food bank. Mm-hmm. When COVID happened, it was a spotlight on our mission, and especially the food bank when all the families that couldn't go to work and just had to rely. And the first time they came, So
bittersweet, right? So bittersweet that these families didn't need you, but they knew that they could come to you.
That's right. And the other side of that is the tremendous support of the community. We had a wonderful program with Pier 22 in the Grove, where they turned over the customer receipts and they gave them to us so we could make sure that we had the funds to pack all that food and buy all that food that we needed to.
Okay, so holidays, otherwise, how can our viewers help?
Well, there's so many ways to help. Obviously, funds always help us because we have to go out and buy food. Time, people can volunteer and come to the food bank and help us pack food.
That's a thing that people don't think of a whole lot. Time is very, very
time
valuable.
Is so valuable to us. And we have, at this time of year, we have a lot of the food drives happening, which is great. But all that food comes into the food bank. It all has to be quality checked. It has to be sorted. It has to be boxed. So that's a big exercise at the food bank. And then our Food for Families program, the weekend food for our families, all that food is purchased and it has to be bagged and boxed and so we can get out to the community. So we always need people's help with their time. Of course, their treasures. We greatly appreciate that as well. And anyone who's interested in volunteering, just go on our website, mealsonmealsplus.org, and click on volunteer. You can just sign up online, and all the opportunities are listed right there.
Perfect.
And the days.
On behalf of Aqua, we are so proud to help support you because you're making such a beautiful, lovely impact on this community, and we need people like you and people like you who want to continue to help us get back on our feet.
Well, thank you. We're so grateful for Aqua and all that you're doing to support us. So thank you so much for having me.